bringing the people behind our food to life.
These are the pickles?
These are the pickles,
yeah, well, those
yeah.
can go in the cooler. A buyer's club? For me, that means that friends and acquaintances and neighbors get together as a club and we pool our money together and kind of leverage our buying power as a group to get better prices. So we can go directly to wholesale distributors and other suppliers and get our food at those prices as opposed to going to a retail store and buying retail. And usually to get those prices you have to buy quite a bit of volume, so that's why you have to have multiple families or multiple people doing it together. Right now we have about 900 members, which is pretty big, but typically per week we serve about 120 member families, households. You know, that's grown really fast. Since we got our commercial location, we went from about 200 member families to 900 in 2 years. Our buying club started with a bunch of moms. About 5 years ago, I had just moved up to Portland. I was at home with my 2 kids and I wanted to meet more moms, and I was becoming more and more aware of kind of natural living and natural food. And I started a mom's group called Portland Green Parenting, and out of that group we were all talking about the same thing, about how can we afford to buy organic, healthy food and feed our children and our families, because stuff is pretty expensive at the grocery store. Apricot, I don't know, I haven't seen them. Are apricots in here somewhere?
Yeah, they're on the bottom.
Okay. So initially we were really motivated by saving money and going direct and getting the wholesale prices. So we would go to the distributor and we would buy everything in bulk, so 25-pound bags of beans and grains and, you know, full cases of canned goods, and then we'd take everything into my living room and kitchen and would weigh everything and bag it and split it that way. But during, you know, the process, as we were doing this, we were also learning and becoming more aware of, you know, where the food comes from and what's really in the food and how it's packaged. And the more you learn, the more aware you become, the more selective you become also. And my motivation changed. It wasn't just all about saving money, it also became like, who are we supporting? And yes, maybe we're not always getting the cheapest price, but we're supporting a really sustainable farm, or, you know, we're supporting somebody small and local that's transitional organic, and, you know, other things became really important as well, other than just the savings. So right now, as the club has evolved, we kind of have a dual purpose. So part of it is still saving money by buying in bulk directly from wholesale distributors, and another part of it is supporting the local food economy and local small-scale agriculture. So the evolution, the kind of big change that led me down this path was when we realized that the distributor that we were buying from was sourcing most of their produce from somewhere else. So that seemed like a lot of wasted gas and food miles, and the produce wouldn't be as fresh. I figured out that I could go even more direct and just talk directly to the farm. So that's what I did. I just started developing relationships with farms and growers and food producers, and initially I was seeking them out, but as we grew and we started, you know, we had initially we were just doing it out of my house, but as we became open to the public and have like an online presence, and we joined Food Hub, farms found us as well and wanted us to help them market their products.
Oh, and we got the cherries from Crowfoot.
The farms that we work with locally, there's both the vegetable producers and then there's the ranchers. So on the meat side, all the meat that we get is pastured. Some of the smaller scale farmers, those products are seasonal, but a lot of them do have year-round production, and they also freeze things so we can get it frozen by the cut year-round. And in the growing season, we work as much as we can directly with the growers, so we get, you know, broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, lettuces, carrots, beets, you know, everything that grows here locally. And then when the season ends, we still work with that original organic distributor that we got connected with 4 years ago, and we supplement with things from them. We even work with fishermen. Then we have smaller kind of value-added food producers that make crackers and ice cream and, you know, different things like that. The idea behind the cafe, when we got this building, it's pretty large. It's almost 6,000 square feet. And I thought, hey, I'll open a cafe and hopefully the cafe will become profitable and it can help pay the rent and be another source of income for the building to be able to pay, utilities and the lease and whatnot. And I really wanted to create a family-friendly environment because our core group in our food buying club is really families with young children. And I felt like we needed a place where kids can just be kids.
Yeah, keep jumping! Now everybody put your hands in the air! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
And then of course it's another avenue to showcase the things that we have access to. So we use a lot of the products that we get from the food buying club in the cafe.
Milk and cream. This is mozzarella, local tofu, pork chops, sausage, a locally made hot sauce, the eggs.
Maybe the big motivator is the sense of empowerment, like how I feel about what I do, and the sense of helping others to make choices and kind of take more control and take power back, and opt out of big ag if that's what you want to do. We're able to do this by having created this food buying club and having these direct relationships, and so that sense of empowerment, I think that's what keeps me doing it. And when people give me feedback that they're so happy that they didn't know, they wanted to buy food like this, but they didn't know how to, and then they found us, and it opens up this whole new world, and that's kind of motivation to keep going.
So I can't believe we get all this food for $25. I just have to say, it could not be any easier. I go online, I shop at home, I come here. These lovely ladies over here have sorted out all my food. I put it in a basket while I'm drinking my coffee or iced tea